Yes, the founder won't make for an exceptional teacher. He is hamstrung by his charisma, since that does factor in. But he'll have skill and other things, and that'll have to be what it takes. Welcome back, folks. We got some individual actioning here. We're gonna wait for Rania and Eudora to grab their 10 juice before we get back out there. We could take them immediately. Of course, of course, of course. But this also gives me an opportunity to train them up in some other things. Let's teach these covert ops. We could teach fighting to pass on the martial arts knowledge that we know, but we'll keep things as they are for now. And spend this money that has been earned through blood and brownies. January. These folks passing classes. Shaniqua been threatened, but manages to escape. Great job, Shaniqua. Ranma has been caught. Left arm. Mama baby. Baby loves mama, but does escape Ranma. Oh. Does actually legitimately, genuinely escape. Excellent job. You need to go to the hospital. You absolutely need to go to the hospital. And hopefully hopefully nothing bad happens to you while you're there. Or on your way out. Go to the fucking hospital. It's for your own good. Oh no, Wendy Wiseman! Oh. Gone. Ranma will be at the hospital for 2 months. You may have earned your stripes there. I don't know. I'm kind of fickle. We'll see. You're occupying a very important slot, but it's okay. It's okay. Your life is as valuable as everyone else's lives that we have met or even haven't met. That's a way of putting it. Damn. You're just as valuable as everyone else. Understood. Understood. Get those dodge classes. They might be important, you know. Shaniqua has her torso annihilated. It's okay. It's okay. There's still Jenny Cutler out there selling brownies. We're still getting revenue. Okay, a new liberal judge, David Gatien, looks forward to serving the liberal cause. A new month cycles. Congress swats down protecting workers' rights. We brought in plenty of cash. Plenty of cash. Great. Excellent. Awesome. 2 more days. That's not going to be enough to raise each of your stealth scores to 1. So you'll hold the team back a little bit, and that'll be unfortunate. Why don't we... Yeah, your strength score is abysmal. You and martial arts are just not going to work at all. They're just not going to work. Computer skills up to 5. That's nice. You need a DIN for hacking. Of course, a DIN for credit card numberage. We could do making art with you. Huh? You don't just have to be about computers. You could be about art and business and sell street art with your punk jacket. Could also have you soliciting donations to bring in revenue that way. I don't know. I kind of have you. Kind of like the idea of you being a computer specialist for the time being. It sounds good to me. Maybe even a writing specialist. We'll see. We'll see where the road takes us. We need folks like these, though. Or rather, I'm choosing to have folks like these. Let's have you take classes in martial arts. And let's have you take classes. I guess a little bit in martial arts. Your strength score is not tremendous, Eve. But we'll do what we must. We'll do what we must. Jenny! Not the left leg! There goes Jenny. And we're out of brownie pushers. Alas, alas. Note, by the way, that community service does help to improve public opinion liberal crime squad. I am uncertain in New Age whether it still lowers heat in, like, as it has in the community version of liberal crime squad. It doesn't seem like it, would be useless. Yeah, that's how we evaluate things. All right. That's everyone with a little bit of stealth and a minimum of 10 juice. They've got their outfits. Not everyone has a knife. That's okay. We're pretty cruddy with martial arts anyway. The strength score, I believe, with backstabs and stealth kills doesn't matter, and you can bypass armor a great deal, at least in New Age. January here, our highest wisdom character. So let's get back out there. Let's keep pursuing growth and development and lots of scary business with security guards. I laugh nervously. These things happen. I'm getting a little far away. Squad spells conservative panic. They let out their battle cry. Let's get on with it. This is just going to be how we teach things. Already looked at suspiciously twice. We might just go ahead and burn this day. Unfortunate when they're right out there at the front door, you know? We get a little bit done. And back out we go. We're learning security. Stealth, though, awkward when we're not even passing the stealth checks, right? Just gonna be frozen there. Fine. I'll give it one more spin, but I may want to go lab their stealth up some more. Maybe, possibly, want to go lab their stealth up some more. Our outfits are red there, armor-wise, because it's not a great disguise for the area. But it has some nice skill score. What am I going to do, wear a black cat suit? Come on. We're not a cat suit kind of crew. I'll just book it. And I am going to have you teach covert ops. Fine. Want to keep you folks off the streets. How do I want to handle this skilling? We could use a variety of different things. Let's pick up some firearms with all of our money. Adrian, let's go ahead and pick up some more martial arts. Eve, I want you to learn some firearms. Rania, I want you to learn some martial arts. And Eudora, I want you to learn some dodge. All right. Get to work. Set this money on fire. We're not bringing in any other revenue. Let's go. Also, you focus on laying low. Your effectiveness is really low. I would be concerned about you being found out when attempting to perform a task for us. If you weren't a liberal judge and had some higher effectiveness, I would probably have you do some things there. But at least we have a sleeper who's also in the judgment hall. So if anything does happen to one of them, we'll make sure we have the map anyway. Would have preferred someone in the police station, but oh well, so it goes. My money! Classes in firearms, various other classes. Right, our teaching skill. We're teaching that stealth. Also possible that my group size being what it is might factor into my stealth checks. I don't actually remember whether that's a thing. Let's get the kids up to stealth 3, which they are at now. And we'll dust them off again and wheel them back out. Cornelia, how is that computer skill looking? 7.37. All right. It's looking great. That's what it is. Am I willing to take some risk with pushing some things with some credit card fraud, building up heat? We're here to stress test things out anyway. We're here to take some risks, right? Don't you want to take some risks? Let's build ourselves a fucking hacker den. And Cornelia, credit card fraud. Credit card fraud is an illegal but rewarding way to make money. The more computer skill you bring to the table, the more money you will make. Computer skill helps protect you from getting caught, but the bigger paydays from high skill offset this by exposing you to increased law enforcement scrutiny. Your hackers will work together, and assigning many people to credit card fraud will have diminishing returns. You do this from your hacker den, so the suits won't arrest you in the middle of the act, even if they figure out what you're doing. Charges will instead accumulate and bring heat down on the safe house, eventually leading to a police raid. Yes, we are inviting greater risk having Cornelia do this. At least she can do it from the safety of our real estate business. Great. Wonderful. Garment makers again. Let's go, team. No nervous coughs. Blend in with the background. There's a suspicious look there. Okay. Maybe if I see another solo security guard and I don't button mash past them, we take a chance, yeah? You could seduce folks or attempt to seduce them to get them away from you. I've shown that off. Of course, it's doubles. Of course, it's doubles. All right. Grimith sneaks of a security guard with a combat knife. Break the lower spine. Fine. That's just gonna have to be it how it is. We've gone so long without killing people. Uncommon for me in Liberal Crime Squad. But there you have it. They were alone. We didn't have to, they could have been with others just fine with our cool stealth kills that we executed successfully. I tried to spare people's lives. I tried. All of the work I did last video, damn it, I tried. I brought these knives. I did not forget. I just was like, we'll let it go. We'll do more work. And now they know. Now they know about the things besides murder. Because those were stealth kills, and we absolutely couldn't be responsible. Demonstration of effects, folks. Demonstration of effects. They're high security now. It's fine. They'll get over it. And note that we did accrue juice for those stealth kills, because even though it's not known publicly, we know it. We know it. A janitor? There they go. Into the shadows. Now that the valve's been turned. Oh, come on, child worker. Why? Why would you do this? They fight each other over there. Your hackers are stolen $52 from credit cards. Why would they do that? Curse you children for not understanding the way that life is. Curse you children. Killing me. Not the first time that has happened in this playthrough. Hello. All right. Shh. Do you see the power of these stealth kills? Look at this. Look at what we're accomplishing here with just these knives. Yeah, I bet we do smell conservative panic given things that just happened. They're suspicious, but we're getting these kills on unarmed people and no one knows anything. I tried. I tried to stop this torrent of blood. I honestly did. I truly did try. But look at what you've caused. We've struck again. We've engaged in violence. This heat's gonna continue to rack up. And it's all their faults. It's all their faults. Not my fault. It's not my fault. It's definitely 100% not my fault. Let's go to the AM radio station. We're not gonna do any microphone performances. Hello. That's a lot of you. We're just going to walk away. Maybe we should buy another pair of knives. Now, a situation like that. All right, we gotta go. That's just because I'm mashing the keys. Gonna have to do this slow. Okay. So it goes. We did it. Got all 4 done. Stealth. Stealth, 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 stealth. Everyone's urban commandos in this party. They can recruit so many people. Stealth. Such stealth. And you can see that, like, if they're just stealth kills and no one knows, what criminal record could there be? The power. Stealth. But you still have the juice in your soul. There they go. That easy. It's that easy. We could have been doing this sooner. But once you pop, the fun don't stop. Better dead than liberal. We're getting kills and the juice benefits. We will not interrupt the broadcast. I said no. I'm not inviting that upon me. That was just me due to me making some key presses. We made it out. Cornelia is now 20 years old. No murders to our name. Ah, the worst thing some of these folks done is prostitution. Number of thefts and assaults on the criminal record, of course. And Cornelia, she's wanted for just 1 count of credit card fraud. How bad could it really be? Looks at Heat. See, we're doing fine. We're doing great. Look at everything we've gained. What have we possibly lost? This is for all of those who have died that we've not been able to martyr. Let's go celebrate. Let's head to the pawn and gun. There's 2 more knives to buy. Now I'm just neck deep in this. I bought these knives. I tried to hold out. I did. I tried to hold out. They did this. It's not my fault. It's their fault. They're the ones who brought this upon themselves. We have expensive suits now. Yes. Now there will be blood. So much blood. And carnage. Corn would be pleased and delighted, I'm sure, absolutely certain. Sell this pistol. Let's sell the 22 specials. MP5s. We'll keep the 45 cal. We'll keep the ammo. Sure. A little bit of cash. We're done pawning. Have a good one. Hostage slain in Greenville, South Carolina. That's my home state, South Carolina. The hostage crisis at the France Correctional Facility ended tragically yesterday with the death of both the prison guard being held hostage and his captor. 2 weeks ago, convicted reproduction fiend Willow Wint, an inmate at France, overpowered Dinesh Ogden and barricaded herself in the guard in a prison tower. This is a newspaper entry we've already read in this playthrough, and we're having it again. I didn't explain this the first time, but if you're unaware, these text fields and brackets are due to the free speech laws being arch-conservative. So, language is framed in different ways than it would be otherwise. Let's pop some knives on people. What skills did you gain? Oh, right. You're all just lit up like that beautifully. Okay, sure. Wonderful. And we can do some more recruiting for the team. The founder is up above 500 juice. That's great stuff. Adrian, close to 500 juice herself. Good times. Where are we heading next? Is that McFatridge? What a name for condos. Welcome to McFatridge. Cause some trouble at a drug house. Yeah, speaking of cause some trouble at a drug house. Let's cause some trouble at the drug house. To end this video. Hello, drug house. We're here to cause pain. Father, why have you forsaken me? And I'm not really looking to loot things here. We're just, gonna look for terrible, horrible conservatives who are definitely incredibly dangerous. See, New Age has it so that if we're caught doing horrific things such as murder, we're seen as rampagers, and the people like us less. But If we just stab everyone to death who could possibly catch us, no one has to know. And we juice up. Welcome to our stress test, nurse. I tried. I tried to stop the carnage. I tried to adhere to the good values set forth in this radical vision. I was playing a different way. We even shouted away that gang member who survived the stab, but could not fight back, and the conservatives remain unalarmed. Look at what we can do here. Look at the pain we can cause these folks who have no weapons. Because in New Age, you're not allowed to do this to people. See? They can't fight back. We chase them away. We alarmed them. We did that. Our work here is done. That's what I'm doing out there. And we're still making gains through blood. And these folks who are terrible at martial arts, they're doing great work anyway. They're doing wonderful work. Murder most foul. I hope that explains a bit about what we're doing here in this playthrough. I was good. I bought the knives. I held them at bay. I did. I kept them holstered. But then it just one after another, and the only way I'm going to be stopped is if, oh no, I walked past a conservative as I was pressing more quickly to get through the scene, and I didn't resolve the situation. Or, we fight a full group, try to stealth kill them all, fail to effectively do so. You think blood isn't on the menu still in New Age? Well, I'm here to tell you folks. Yes, it is. Perhaps regrettably. I'll talk to you all later. Stay safe out there.